Dating at 33 sucks when I live in a society where I'm constantly having to explain to men that I don't need them to take care of me.
Successful women scare people. 76% of high-performing women receive negative feedback in performance reviews, compared to 2% of high-performing men.
Welcome back to Get It Out. All right, guys, today we got a video from Dating Right. All right, without further ado, let's get right into it.
Tell me if you've seen this before too. Girls who are super confident, extremely successful, so pretty, like drop dead gorgeous, have everything going on for them. They're always single. And then on the other hand, guys who are super attractive, confident, super smart, everything, they're always in a relationship. Am I making this up, or have other people seen this trend too?
Oh, you make good money. Cool. So do I. Oh, you own your own business. Cool. So do I. Oh, you're successful. Cool. So am I.
She sounds like a man. That's why guys aren't checking for women like this, and that's why jobs are noticing. They're men.
I work nonstop. I have a career. I own and operate a small, successful business on the side. I keep a roof over my head. I keep food in my fridge, as well as a lot of beer and other booze because, well, dating at 33 sucks when I live in a society where I'm constantly having to explain to men that I don't need them to take care of me because I can take care of myself. And if you don't like that, don't at me.
I do think that successful, intelligent women have it hard right now because the people that they're going to be attracted to is a smaller dating pool.
Yes.
But you got to figure out your competitive edge. You got to lean into your feminine energy. You have to learn how to essentially unlearn a lot of the things that society has drilled into you. And the biggest thing,
You see what she said? Lean into your feminine energy. You have to be raised that way. That's something you can't just turn it on. That has to be in you.
I see with women who are super successful or alpha is the unwillingness to compromise and the lack of malleability. That's where they lose. Like, you can't treat your dating life like your job where you're just penciling people in. You got to be, somewhat accommodating. And that's what I said about the high value women in terms of the definition, being cooperative, being agreeable. It's something that I think a lot of these women struggle with because, again, their whole life they've had to kind of work to become that way, to get ahead, but it's just doing them a disservice.
No. Successful women scare people. 76% of high-performing women receive negative feedback in performance reviews, compared to 2% of high-performing men. What the actual fuck? This study is shocking. Of all feedback in performance reviews, men's feedback will be 12% about personality and the rest about their work. But for women, you guessed it, 88% of the comments they receive are about their personalities. It's not constructive, it's not actionable, and it's the reason high-performing women are quitting, and some of us are going on to build our own damn empires.
We always see a lot of these ladies try to blame society for the consequences they may be receiving for just being unlikable. A lot of them gotta know they have bad attitudes. They talk over people. They can be rude. I've heard it said that a lot of high salary women don't get along well with others. They are not sometimes team players, and just the lack of self-awareness is just crazy to me in this one.
So I had this fling with a guy last year, and we made out and were flirty or whatever. But then the next day, he never texted me, and I didn't really mind because I did not really want to pursue anything with this guy. It was kind of a one-off thing, but I was still wait, it's kind of rude to not text somebody after, especially because we're in the same setting. I don't know. Months and months later, I ran into him at a party, and he's like, "I'm so sorry, I never texted you or anything. If I'm honest with you, though, you're just really intimidating, you're really successful, and you're the whole package, and honestly, I just got freaked out, and I just felt like I couldn't handle you." Weird of you to say out loud, but honestly, I knew that.
Yeah, you proved this point. That's why he didn't contact you. You knew that, right? He knew that too. Man.
When you're a girl who has her on, who knows she's that girl, men know that they can't get away with you. Now, that's not to say I wasn't letting boys play me over the last year, because that did also happen.
Thank you for your honesty with that. We know you have been out there playing the game on the carousel as well. She also just admitted to us that she made out with a random guy one night, so we get it.
Evidenced by a guy who recently broke up with me said that it was because my standards are too high. And this is the thing for me. My standards are not too high. They're just my standards. And if you can't match them, then you're not for me. I am just tired of being made to feel bad for wanting a big life and for wanting what I want. So many girls are concerned about like just how.
But it's getting later in the game. Even the other woman, she stated, I'm 33 now, and all this hoopla. You are getting over the ledge now. You're about to fall off. Try to humble yourself.
Having a boyfriend, making a guy like them just because they like the idea of that guy. Why? I see way too many people lower their standards for guys, and I was one of these people, so I'm not clocking anybody, I'm just saying. We just want to like get it over with, and we feel like we have to. You are literally way too smart for that, like way too smart for that. You have way too much going on up here to waste your time on a dusty man who you're 10 times better than, and who doesn't even want to match your energy. They just want to take it from you. Won't be doing that again.
Men do not like women who are more successful than them. I was in my jacuzzi the other night, and a bunch of us were playing that she's a 10 game. And I said, she's a 10, but she makes more money than you. Thinking that everyone was going to say that she's still a 10, or hell, a 75. Lord knows I'm open to a sugar mama at this point. All of the men rated her lower. And since then, I've asked a few more guys, and they've all rated her lower. They explained that it's just not attractive to have a woman be more successful. I wish that I could use that as an excuse to why I'm single, but I can't, because I'm really not that successful. But I hope this brings peace of mind to all those successful career girls out there that are still single. It's not you, it's your money.
A lot of these women are forgetting that they still have to be likable to get along with others, meaning also to get in a relationship. A lot of these women are single by their own doing, and a lot of them better realize fast that if they don't stop their arrogant behavior, they're going to end up alone at Christmas, just like these ladies.
I did a video a few days ago asking if any women were on their own for Christmas, and I was inundated. The video went viral. I've been single for the majority of this year, and over the last 10 years, I've been through a divorce and 3 breakups. So I talk a lot about being single, but I've never actually spent a Christmas day by myself. So I was quite shocked when I heard about how many people are by themselves.
Another Christmas alone. You know, if you were to ask me 10 years ago if I'd be single at 32, I'd probably scoff at you and laugh, proudly telling you that I for sure would be married with multiple kids by now. I had a moment today on the phone with a friend where I broke a bit. The truth is I'm tired. I'm tired of taking care of myself. I'm tired of being the single one of the group. I'm tired of being on my own. I often get asked how I keep the faith. How do I keep my head up, still being single at 32, seeing it happen for everyone all around me? And my answer is simple. I know it's going to happen for me, so I'm not operating from a perspective or a potential that it might not. I truly believe it's just a matter of time. So
pretty much saying, I will not lower my standards. In so many words, right?
But really, it's not about keeping your chin up and keeping the faith. It's about getting yourself to a point where you truly believe that your person is out there. I know this to be true for me deep down to my core.
I'm 38 years old. I've never been married. I've never had children. I have 3 cats in my house. Only 2 of them are mine. But it's another Christmas that is about to come and go where my relationship status is the same. And it's crazy because if you had asked me 10 years ago if I would be single at 38, I would have been like, absolutely not. And if I am, then just me now. You know? Here's one of my kitties. Look at this little baby girl. This is Willow. Say hi, Willow.
And she got the black swan in the back. Alone on Christmas. Man.
And I have such a complicated relationship with this time of year. I really do. Because I have a complicated relationship with being single. There's a part of me that really values my life and my time to myself and my independence. And then there's a part of me that feels really embarrassed about admitting that I want to be in a relationship. And I think a big part of that is it makes me feel like maybe I'm being needy or I'm being clingy and all these like I don't know what it is, but it's almost embarrassing. It is. I feel embarrassed to be 38 and single and never married. I also think a part of me feels forgotten by God or the universe because I feel like I've done so much internal work on myself, and yet I feel like I can't seem to attract my person into my life. And even saying all of this out loud feels really cringy, which is why I'm making myself say it out loud and admit it. Because I'm sure that there's other people that feel the same way. But I have a really hard time not wondering what is wrong with me. And I have to stop myself from going down that spiral because it can get very dark when I start to think of the reality is at my age, I may never have children at this point, and that makes me really sad. And there is a reality in which I don't ever find somebody, and that makes me really sad. And so the tension this year for me is allowing myself to have those wants, but then also allowing myself to embrace that maybe I am enough for myself.
Mm.
So I guess I'm just sharing this for other people out there who may be single and having the same thoughts and feelings this holiday season.
Are you alone for Christmas? Yeah, me too. This is not my first, nor will it be my last Christmas that I spend on my own. And even though I'm well practiced, even though I know how to get through it, I couldn't tell you that there is a thing or a way.
I swear, it looks like she just got finished crying in the bathroom, doesn't it? There's a way where I can't stop crying. She got finished crying.
To make it easy
Look at
to
her.
get through one of the loneliest times of year. Whether you are alone by choice or due to circumstance or any other reason, none of the reasons make it easy to spend the holidays by yourself. I even, after so many years of spending Christmas alone, Googled what to do to feel less alone at Christmas. Google tells you to have a spa day. If I could roll my eyes into the back of my head, I would. Every year for me, spending Christmas alone has looked differently. This year, I went to see my family before Christmas, and it turned out that everyone got sick, and we actually didn't really get to spend that much quality time together. So it really dampened the visit, and I came back to my city unwell. I'm still sick. You can see my red nose and my croaky voice. And let's be honest, being sick and alone and it being Christmas is kind of a recipe for a potential disaster. But I am determined to make the next few days bearable for me. And this is what I've learned is the key thing to feeling less alone and less isolated during the holidays. Connection. Now, if you don't have friends, family, people in your life that you can actually connect with, then use social media. I don't wait for people to ask me how I'm doing. I put that shit out there. I conjure up the opportunity to have conversations just like I'm doing right now so that I don't feel so isolated and alone. And it works. Like, leave your ego at the door. Be vulnerable. Let people know that you feel lonely and that you want to talk, that you want to check in, whatever it may be. And if using a social media platform to do that is a way for you to feel more comfortable asking for that check in, fully support you.
What these ladies need to start doing is come next year, 2025, around August, around the fall season, they need to be aggressively looking for someone to date. A lot of the guys that got left in their DMs on Red, they need to revisit those conversations just to have someone with them during the holiday season. Just like everybody get together for cuffing season come fall, I think a lot of these women do need to get on the dating apps, all of them, and be aggressively dating, going after the man that they want. But we all know they won't because they're too prideful and they don't want to feel like they're chasing a man. And that's why if a lot of them don't change their behavior, they're going to end up alone next year.
Yeah, I just came back from the doctor, and they told me that if I trust another nigga, I'm not gonna make it. Yo, why do y'all take sports seriously? Like it's not this serious.
Makeup and hair ain't this serious.
Word.
But that's all I got for this video. You guys drop a comment down below and let me know what you think about.
Made it that far in the video, you are a real one. Now, guys, I understand, I truly do, and it's hard. But one thing you have to do, when he said they need to get on dating sites and work and do some work, they do. And they actually need to do some work, meaning they need to go hunting for men. One thing my wife did, I found my wife on a dating site. And I was looking, but she was looking as well. She was trying to find a man. She was reaching out. Was it desperate? No. She didn't want to be lonely. And that's what you do when you don't want to be lonely on Christmas or any other holiday, or lonely for the rest of your life. You see, now we married. It's been what? Going on 10 years. It works. All right, guys, thank you for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, click that notification bell to make sure you get on my videos as soon as I release them. See you next video.